Welcome back guys, this is Shrikant. Today we are going to talk about how to create login in SQL Server. With the help of login, you will be able to connect to your respective database. So login is very important and you need to know how to create it. As a DBA, you know how to do that. So I'm going to show you how to create it. So imagine I am a DBA and I got a request that this is a username which need to be created on a SQL server and which need to have access to this database, this mini database actually. Okay, so what will I do? I will come and I will try to connect to SQL server with my all admin rights, and this is my server. Here I need to have the server name. I will give my server name, then I will give my credential and I will connect it. This is from the scratch, so just give your credential as a DBA or a person who is having this sysadmin role. Now this is a server which I connected with my credential. My credential is Shrikant/Shrikant. Okay. Now whenever we talk about the user creation, the important thing is that at the server level, first we need to create a login, then it need to be mapped to the respective databases, right? So we are going to talk about creating the login first. So just focus on how I'm working with this thing and let's understand. Okay, so first you need to create a login here. Then first you need to go to the security, then you need to go to the login. You need to right click over there, you need to click on a new login. The moment you click on a new login, this pop-up will come and here you need to give all the options. So I'm going to connect a user with a name called as Sri. This is my login name actually. I want to create a user and which will be having the username as a Sri, right? Okay. And I want to create the SQL Server authentication. I'm giving the password as a 123. I don't want to make more complicated. If you have any organization policy, you can simply say enforce policy check, then enforce all password expiration, all those things, and password must be changed, password at the next login. These are the three important things which basically if you are working for a big organization happens, because you are an admin and you can give the credit, you can create a credential and you can say okay use this one, but you are an employee of the organization and you know the credential. So knowing the personal data or the confidential data of any employee is not good. That's why you need to give the option like the user must change password at next login. So the person who will be using this credential, he will be logging and he will be changing his password, right? So these are things which are very important. And if let's say you have an organization and in your organization you have some strict policy like the password you need to use uh, special character numbers, alphanumeric things, right? So these are the combinations. So you have some called as a policy enforcement and you don't want to use that, right? So simply you will do what, you just do uncheck it, and this is for the test demo. So I'm going to uncheck it here. Then this map to certificate, if you have any certificate, this is the one option. So instead of creating the SQL Server authentication or the Windows authentication, you will be selecting the map to certificate. So certificate will be mapped from the one we need to first add it. Okay, now there is no added certificate, that's why it's not showing. Next is that map to asymmetric key, that is another fourth option. So if you select this asymmetric key, so you need to give the asymmetric key here, right? Like this you can give it, but I don't want to make it more complicated as this is the first demo creating the login and the user. So I'm just simply saying this one. Also you may have one important thing like map to credential. For example, you already have a user and you need to map all his role and everything to a respective new user. So you will simply say this checkbox, right? And here you need to click on add and it will get added. All so first we need to create some credential and we need to add it into the SQL Server. Okay, now we don't want to add this, right? And here you need to select the default database. So I'm selecting default database as a master, and the language, which language do you want to make it for your SQL Server? I'm making as the default, so it will take the default whatever which I selected at the time of the installation. Now this is a user, this is a login tree and the password is 123. Now I need to map to respective role. Now I am making it as a public. I'm not giving any sysadmin or not giving any special role. I'm simply saying public. See, this is a this is a mandatory role. If you try to uncheck it also, you won't be able to do that because you need to use this role. Next is user mapping. In the user mapping section, now see, now we are going to create a login. Okay, we have given a username, we have given the password, right? Oh, and we have mapped to respect to default database, but we haven't told to the server how many database does this user have access. So here in user mapping, what you have to do, you have to select respective databases, and there you need to give the permission. So what I am going to do, I am selecting any random database. So this is asp.place. See, public role has been inherited from the server role, so it has inherited the public role. Now if I want to access the only respective database, I need to say owner. This is the role. I'm going to talk about all the different roles, but right now, just for simplicity and to make the demo good, I'm going to give only a one role, that is a db underscore owner. So what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to say this is a login. Basically, this is the owner of this respective database. What does it mean? It means that whatever databases I would have on my server, let's say I have 50 databases on my server, but I would be able to connect to only one. I will show you practically. Okay, so I map this database to this login. Okay, now the important thing I'm going to talk is that, see, when we create a login at a server level, and that login need to be mapped to respective databases. So the user get created at a database level. Important thing, the login get created at a server level and the user get created at a database level. Okay, now only one database, right? I'm giving access to one. Clicking on OK. The moment you'll click on OK, it will disappear. It means that everything looks good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on a connect. I'm giving my new username, that's Sri. I'm going to select the authentication mode as a SQL Server authentication, giving password as a 123 simple. Sorry, giving, okay, server name, basically we need to select dot, and giving login name as a Sri and giving password as a 123, and just clicking on the remember password and trying to click on a connect. If everything is good, I would be able to connect to server. If it is not, then I would get error. It means that I get connected to server and I didn't see any error. It means that everything is good. If we will try to understand the server, see, this is a server version and this Sri is my login name, like Shrikant/Shrikant. This is the admin user ID. This is the one which we just created. Now I'm going to validate the roles. Okay, now I'm going to try to click on a databases. Now I'm clicking on adventure. Oh, I got error. The database advantage is not accessible, right? I'm going to click on asp.crud. I'm going to get error. See, I'm not able to access this. I'm clicking on any random databases, I would get error. But I have mapped my login to only one database, that's asp.place. This is the one which I map. So I would be having all the owner rights here. I would be able to access all the table. I would be able to access all the views, synonyms, programmability, everything, whatever data we do have in the databases, I am going to use it. But other than this database, if I'll try to clean it, I would get error. Okay, now one important thing I'm going to show you. Now see, if you try to click on the asp.place, which is the database which I have mapped to my respective login, here in this one we have one more thing called as security. If you try to click on a security, and if you'll come here and if you'll see the users, see in the users I'm seeing there is thing. What it is actually, you don't know, right? Just do a right click on that on that respective object, just go to the properties. See, this is a username, this is a login, right? So user would be created. If you read it, the username is Shrikant, login name is Sri, right? So what I'm trying to show you that my intention to tell you that when you map login to respective database, the user would automatically get created. Now this is the server which I connected with my admin rights. So I'm going to show you one more database where we do have access for the database. Let's say adventure. I'm going to click on adventure. I'm going to click on security. Now again going to click on users. Now if you try to understand the user structure, just try to understand. I'm not seeing user with the name of Sri, right? This is not there. It means that the user is not there. So you can just do a refresh and let's see now. Sri is not there. Sri is the login which we created earlier and the user has not been created to database. The user and the login database difference basically, when we talk about login get created at server level. When we talk about user get created at a database level. Now what are we going to do? We are going to alter the security permission. I'm going to change the mapping here. Now I'm going to click on logins. Here I'm selecting Sri, doing a right click, going to the properties. Here I'm going to user mapping. Here I'm selecting adventure. So see, there is a column called as the user. So when you select respective database, the automatically the user will get created when you map a login to respective database. I'm making it as owner. So let's try to tell you that these are the different role. If you say DDL admin, he will be the admin, DDL admin, basically all the structure related part. He is DDL data reader, he can just read the data. Data writer, that role is basically just to write the data. Okay, now let's say I am selecting the adventure. I am saying the user would be created as a Sri in the respect to database Sri DB owner. Okay, click on OK. If everything looks good, it will get disappeared. Now what I am going to do, I am coming here again. I am trying to connect to my server with the Sri, right? You can just do connect, okay, and just give a password 123 and click on OK. You got reconnected. You need to do click on there. You need to click on a databases, right? So if you remember, now we have given permission to adventure one. Just click there. Previously we was not able to access it, now we are able to access. Now here I'm going to the security tab. Here I'm going to the users one, and here I'm seeing a login named as a Sri. See, this is the new user which just has been added to my databases, and that is adventure. So you know how to create a login now, how to create a respective user, and how to map a respective login to the respective database. All this thing we talk about. So in this video we covered almost everything which is basically related to the login creation, role assignment, and everything. Hope this video is helpful for you guys. If you people like our video, please don't forget to share and subscribe with your friend. Also you can comment over the comment section. That will help and motivate us that you people are enjoying and you people are getting knowledge from our video, and it will help us to create more videos. And thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.